So this is the gravel pile that we made picking up gravel from the self-serve gravel pit from a few videos ago. And Sam is finally getting the opportunity to start putting some of it in the barn and making the floor. So it's really loud in there or the tractor's really loud and the barn echoes a lot. So it feels extra loud in there, so I probably won't narrate a lot of what's going on but I want to go in and kind of watch what the process is while trying to stay out of the way, because obviously I don't want to get run over by a tractor. So yeah, he just comes out with the red tractor, scoops up a bucket, and then dumps it and tries to level it in the barn. I don't know if he's actually made it to the leveling portion yet, or if he's just basically dumping it in there and trying to smooth it out. I know he was trying to build up the floor along the edges of the barn against the walls because water leaks in there and stuff. So he's done a really nice job of cleaning everything up and just getting it cleared out so that we can just put the gravel down and start working on the floor. So I'm really excited about that. I'm not sure if he's also putting it in the side that's going to be the shop, the side where we're going to have cement poured or not. So when we get in there, we can look around and see what's going on in the barn. So stay tuned. Okay, so here the red tractor is coming in for the next bucket full of gravel. So it's not quite as powerful as the loaders at the gravel pit, but it does a pretty good job of scooping that stuff up. That's one of the things that we've always really been impressed with the red tractor. It is very strong for, I think it's an 85 horse tractor that is quite a bit smaller in comparison to like the blue one and a lot of them out there, but it will lift a lot of weight and is very, very strong. So now we'll just bring it into the barn. Out of the gravel pit that's in the back of the property, but they don't make a very good floor. So you can see over here, he's already dumped quite a bit of it, filling in the gap that's under the boards, or maybe that's what was already there. Maybe this is what he's put down. It's a lot finer. Yeah, it's just a lot finer dirt. So maybe that was what was already in here, or a combination of the two. But you can kind of see, I mean, where the sun's coming in and stuff, there's a pretty good gap between the ground and the wall, so we need to get that filled in and kind of shored up so that so much water and stuff doesn't come in here once we start storing hay and equipment and things. So that's a good gap that we need to fill. A lot. This is all, I don't know if this is stuff that he moved over or if this is just what's on this side and it'll get moved when it's this side's turn. A blade on the back of the tractor the other day. I didn't see it on there, so either it wasn't working or it wasn't doing what he wanted it to. So we went ahead and took it off. And then over here, it looks like put in some a little bit different gravel. I don't think this is the stuff we got from the gravel pit. I think this was what we had brought in from before. So we'll get this side figured out, bring gravel in, compact it, get all the weeds out, and then work on getting a concrete floor poured. So this will be our shop side, and then we'll build a wall right here we got the posts in. He had to take that board out so he could drive through here, I'm guessing. So we'll build a wall right there, and that side will be hay and equipment, and this side will be a nice enclosed shop that we can heat in the summer, or in the winter, heat in the winter, and hopefully keep birds out, because that's annoying, and that's what we have in the other shop, and we don't want that in here. So we're gonna have a bird-free, heatable, enclosed workspace eventually. So I'll watch him dump this bucket. We're gonna have to go get it all ourselves, which I'm sure doesn't bother Sam at all, other than the time that it takes. I think we figured it was about a 45-minute total travel time plus the time to load the gravel, so probably around an hour, maybe a little over an hour for each load of gravel. But if we can't get any delivered, and that's our next best option, we are fine with it. So it'll probably be a while before the whole floor is done, but at least this will give us a good start, keeping water from coming in on that side under the walls, and then also giving us a place to stack hay for the winter. We can stack hay on that side and store equipment. Equipment and supplies in here, so we'll keep you posted on the progress, but it's just kind of cool to see that it getting started. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Sam came back out and put some water on the gravel and compacted it down for a couple of reasons. One, because it needs to be done, and two, that way the cats don't use it as a litter box, because that's not what we want in here. So yeah, so the part that he had laid down has been compacted. There was a leak in the hose, so that's a really wet spot. So it's pretty hard and smooth, and I'm super excited about it. So I don't know what these 3 bales are from. I'll have to ask Sam. I'm assuming it was the last cutting. I'm not sure why they're in here. I'm not sure if this is where we're gonna stack this cutting or not. I'll have to ask Sam. I don't know if I've asked him before. If we put the hay in the barn as we do the cuttings, then the newer hay is gonna be closer to the door. So can you drive in and get the hay from the back, or do you have to sell the newer cuttings before you can sell the older cuttings? And I don't know how that works. I also found out that this is a different kind of gravel. This is road mix. So it's more of these little pebbles with some dirt in them, and that makes a better foundation for under concrete and things. We don't want to use this because it's more, the way they describe it at the gravel pit is reject, so I don't know what that means, but it's a lot more kind of sand and dirt and less rocks, so it seems to compact really well, but we don't know how stable of a foundation it would be for concrete. Like, is it gonna crack or crumble or something like that? So it'll be just fine in here. because this will just be the floor, and the hay won't care if it's sitting on it or equipment. So we'll do that on this side, but we'll do road mix under the shop floor. So that's all I know about that. Thanks for watching.